Hey, my name's Ash, and this week I'm going to learn how to do a body transformation. Let's go! Hey, my name's Ash, and as you heard in the intro, this week I'm going to learn how to transform my body. What I mean by that is I've always been in pretty good shape. So, especially with my latter years of high school, I really changed things and I really focused on working out, and that continued into university, where I did a variety of disciplines, which I will be describing later. But for now, the issue was in 2019 and especially 2020, I let go of all of that. 2020 especially hit hard. I stopped working out. I was eating so much and things that I should not have been eating, and I let myself go, in full honesty. I want to change that. And yes, I have been fit before, but the thing was, I've done so over the gradual course of years with no real deadline or kind of timeline in place, just going at my own pace, and never really a strict and scheduled body transformation, like within 100 days or a year or whatever that may be. So I want to do that. And the thing I'm going to be doing different over other body transformations is I'm going to be going over it week by week, because we've all seen those YouTube videos that show an amazing body transformation within a year or 6 months or 2 years, whatever it is. But that transformation, though crazy, is just a page in the story that goes into the whole transformation that they have achieved. You see what they have done in a grand highlight reel, but not really how they did it. And I want to be clear and I want to be transparent about that, because I know I've always had questions when I've seen those kind of videos. So we're going to start with me. I want to do a body transformation, and I want to do it week by week, being transparent of all the positives, the negatives, and everything that goes into a transformation. So you can see the step, you can see it every step of the way. In terms of a specific timeline, it's going to be 15 weeks long, or rounding down 100 days. The reason that I chose this timeline is because this gives me more than enough time to adjust as the weeks come by, if I face difficulties, but at the same time is strict enough that I have to stay disciplined and stick to the routine, or I may not see results. So I think it's a good period of time, and we'll see what we'll do after the 100 days. In terms of my goals though, well, I know that becoming shredded for the summer or getting a six-pack probably won't happen, not within 100 days and not in my current starting point, which you'll see later. But that was never my goal. It would be nice if it happens, but it wasn't my goal. Honestly, I just want my body to stop being a burden to me. What that means is, physically speaking, as you may or may not know, I'm also doing a running series. And there haven't been as many updates as there should have been, because I've had to stop midway through a lot of weeks just because the leg pain, the shin pain, and the knee pain were just so high. Some of this can be attributed to overuse or shin splints, but a large portion of these things were because my legs were so weak and there was just so much tension on my knee, being overweight, being 207 pounds at my current height, which was not good, where I've had to stop for sometimes days and sometimes weeks. And even beyond that, I've lost a lot of my body confidence. Of course, I've learned to become more comfortable at my weight to an extent at 207, but things just aren't the same. I used to rock form-fitting clothes like adult medium, where now I wear, you may be able to see it here, large or extra large, and I feel so self-conscious and even ashamed to wear form-fitting clothes. It's changed my wardrobe and my self-confidence completely. I don't like what I look at when I see the mirror. I know that isn't me. I know what I've accomplished before. I know what I'm capable of, and I know I'm capable of even greater heights than that. And I want to change that, and I will change that. Even things to like my beard, where I'm using it to hide how chubby my face has become. That all changes, starting with this. Oh man, I don't like this very much. Honestly, it's not as round as I thought it would be, but still pretty round. As you can see, my jawline's kind of disappeared, and overall just soft looking, which I don't like very much. But in 100 days, that's not gonna be true, so stay tuned. But besides that, in terms of body physique, I think, or a physique goal, I should say, I'm aiming for something like Bruce Lee. Again, not saying I'm gonna match what he does and what he has done in the past, but just in terms of appearance and maybe 10% of what he can do. That's the long-term goal. Now, goals out of the way, let's talk about some past advantages. So in terms of a past advantage or past advantages that directly apply to body transformations, one thing I can say is in the latter years of my high school experience, I trained calisthenics. I did basic movements like push-ups, pull-ups, squats, and a couple progressions, nothing crazy, but I trained that dedicated for about a year. And then that was from 2016 to 2017. 2017, once I got into university, I got access to the university's gym, and I got access to their boxing club, where I trained both of them in tandem, just general lifting and also boxing for the rest of 2017. From 2017 to 2018 onwards, I really started to narrow down onto powerlifting principles. So my friend, who was a competing powerlifter at the time, taught me a lot in the gym. I attribute a lot of what I know in terms of powerlifting principles to him, and though I never competed, I did practice powerlifting principles and hybrid trained along with my general lifting, calisthenics, and boxing from the beginning of 2018 to the end of 2018. I have 3 years of relevant experience for body transformations. Though I haven't done it in a timely manner, I have enough knowledge that can pull me through, and different principles and guiding methods that I can follow to get me to that goal. I want to stress I am not a beginner. Underneath my fat, I have a degree of trained muscle that will be easier and will be revealed once I start working out seriously, making my body transformation appear faster than it is. But I do want to say, I do have knowledge, I do have the experience, and I do have the pre-existing muscle to make this transformation as good as it could be. I am not a beginner. So in terms of disadvantages, the issue with being detrained completely for a year and on and off for about half a year is the fact that I struggled to do a singular push-up when I first started. It took me about a month to get to a push-up with good form consistently at my highest weight, which was 207 pounds. Forget about chin-ups, forget about pull-ups. I could do about an eighth of a chin-up. I could not even attempt a pull-up, unfortunately. In terms of pure strength, I'm almost at the beginner level. I don't have a good baseline, especially being overweight. I know that'll change once I start to lose weight and return to my lean weight, which was around 155 to 165. But at my current weight, I feel like an absolute beginner in strength. Also, on top of that, I do have a very bad shoulder. I don't have the ligament that holds my ball and socket joint in place for my shoulder is torn completely, and I can actually move it out of its socket, which looks something also. I want to warn, this does not look good. This does not look natural. So if you're not good with this kind of stuff, please look away now. But I can actually move it out of its joint, which looks like this. So The thing with that is I can't be in a dead hang for things like a pull-up, otherwise it comes out of its joint and I lose all strength in my shoulder. So that's something I'll have to be careful about when I'm training, but more about that in the weeks to come. As for how I'm going to be doing this whole transformation in itself, I'm going to be focusing on basic, fundamental bodyweight exercises as the bulk of my training, supplemented by different exercises with dumbbells for specific or individual body parts. And I'll be splitting this with mini workouts throughout the day. The reason I'm doing mini workouts, or the short answer, is because, first of all, those who work out may know, once you start to work out, after the workout finishes, you feel very clear-headed. You feel good, and you feel your brain and your head don't feel foggy. I'm not going to really explain how that works, maybe in another video, but I really like that. And I wanted that to stay throughout the day. So I'm going to be doing mini workouts to keep that feeling going. Besides that, I think the main reason is because I'm centering this around the way I trained for my first push-up. To be completely transparent, before this whole transformation started, I spent about 3 weeks getting to my first push-up. And the way I did that is I followed a training program from the site 100pushups.com. I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to follow it as well. But it's basically a daily push-up plan that has you doing different amounts of push-ups, varying amounts of push-ups throughout the day, every single day. Or in my case, negative push-ups, since I couldn't do a single push-up. But the thing with that is you were training whenever you were freshest instead of training to muscular failure. And I really like that, and I saw results, and as you can see here, I got my first good form push-up. And that continued, and within 3 weeks, I had gone from 0 to about 3 push-ups. Again, no big feat, but for me, at 207 pounds and completely overweight, this was amazing. And it made me feel good at the end of the day, it kept my head clear, and I was able to, well, function, and I was feeling motivated for the next day instead of training to muscular failure where I just was dead. I was gassed out and I didn't want to do anything else, at least in the overweight shape that I was in. So I thought, why not center all of my workouts that way too? Focus on daily kind of repetitions of exercises, full body, where I don't train to muscular failure, but just train in small kind of bursts whenever I'm freshest, with the kind of focus on endurance, with the goal being to minimize my muscle loss. I know I'm not going to be able to save all of my muscle. That's just a given. Along with my fat, I will be losing some muscle, but I want to retain as much as I can, so that's why I'm going to test this out. I don't know how exactly it's going to go. This is my first time doing mini workouts over an entire workout, but I feel like this is more manageable. Doing 3 to 4 mini 10-minute sessions over one huge 1-hour session and feeling gassed out and tired, and we'll see how it goes. I did do my first day before recording this video, and that day felt great, and I felt energized and I felt motivated throughout the day. So yeah, we'll see how it comes and go from there. On the days that I do have something to do or something else planned where I'm not able to do workouts every couple hours, I will be doing a concentrated workout. But that's supplementary, and that's only if I cannot do my mini workouts throughout the day. I'm not saying I will stick to mini workouts all the way to the end of the transformation, but I think it's a great place to start. Anyways, in conclusion, this is a bit longer than I expected, but I think I got out everything that I wanted to, and all in all, I just want to be open and honest about the whole body transformation process. From start to finish, week by week, I want you guys to really be informed and understand what it takes to undertake a body transformation and educate you guys so that nothing is really unclear. So you can see not only the positives, but the negatives, the setbacks, the things that didn't really go well, the things that went extremely well, and hopefully inspire you guys to do the same. So we'll see. But anyways, that's it from me. This is week 0, and as always, my name's Ash. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in week